Brian Windhorst here with us right now. He has a piece out on .com. You should go check it out. And it's very interesting because we all know that Kevin Durant has the option to leave. So what will Golden State do? Plan A, he resigns. We're all good in the hood. Everybody's happy. Plan B is probably the most important question. So if, in fact, he does not resign, what does Golden State do?
Yeah, Carrie, so we're at a stage here with the Warriors dynasty that we've seen before. Remember the Bulls in 1998? Can they hold together, and then they broke up. The Lakers, when they were going for their fourth title in 5 years with Shaq and Kobe, broke up. So right now the Warriors are having to prepare in the event that Kevin Durant leaves. Is it 10% chance? Is it 70%? We don't know. But the Warriors have to prepare for it happens. And that's the things that they're going on. While their team's dominating on the court, their front office is preparing right now for this. And the most important thing when you talk to scouts, you talk to executives is they got to embrace Klay Thompson. Even though Klay has said over and over, I want to be a Warrior for life. This is where I want to be. They have got to make sure that he is with them long term.
And by embrace, you mean he needs to feel wanted, because it often seems as if he feels like he's a stepchild.
I would argue that their number one offseason priority, midnight July 1st, should not be Durant. It should be to lock down Klay Thompson. Because if you have Klay under contract, you know you've got Steph. You've got the Splash Brothers, Hall of Famers in their prime under contract. That gives you the ability to retrofit your team, even if Durant walks.
I have a big question here because people have been asking, what about Draymond Green? He wants his money. Does he fit on this team? Will he have to go? He's the heart, if you will. But what about on the court?
Yeah, well, ideally, Draymond Green would resign, Durant would resign, and they would let the party roll on. But this is going to get prickly. Draymond has repeatedly talked about how he thinks he's underpaid and he wants to be taken care of on this contract extension this summer. The problem, Carrie, is he's not having a very good season by his standards.
Yeah, sure.
He wasn't great last season by his previous standards. And if the Warriors can't come to an agreement with Draymond on an extension this summer and Durant walks, right now I'm telling you, under some secret Google Doc or in some secret white paper, they have Draymond Green trades that they could do to rebuild around Steph and Klay.
Of course, you always have to think ahead. Really quickly, DeMarcus Cousins, scheduled to make his debut on Friday. We don't necessarily know what his season will pan out to be, but we know what he wanted to do this year because no team wanted him. How does he fit into the plans, if at all, for Golden State?
I don't think the Warriors can expect that he will be back, because if he comes back and is great and is awesome, they will not have the money to pay him, most likely. The most they can probably pay him will be $6 million. If he comes back and isn't good, then you don't bring him back anyway. So there are scenarios where maybe it could happen, but I think most likely DeMarcus is renting, and the Warriors would probably expect this to be a one and done.
Right. So DeMarcus is renting. That's a good way to put it. So this is more important for him this season than as opposed to whether or not Golden State.
It's an interesting situation, Carrie, because he's coming back. The Warriors really only need him to be a role player.
Okay.
But he's got to prove that he can be really paid again, and how that situation, we're going to be watching that.